Clan Star Adder. The genetically engineered Star Adder is one of the most merciless predators in the Pentagon worlds. Unrelentingly aggressive, it punishes those who stray into its territory or whom it views as a threat. The same is true of Clan Star Adder, one of the strongest clans and arguably the dominant force in the homeworlds. History. Absalom Truscott, commander of the 149th Battle Mech Division, was one of the few of his rank to stand with Nicholas Kerensky following Alexander Kerensky's death, and was rewarded with command of one of Nicholas's new clans. A friend of Nicholas Kerensky's for many years, Truscott was also allowed to select his own warriors. Truscott's command surveyed the Pentagon in advance of the clan assault, and planned the mission later known as Operation Klondike. The Wolverine and Widowmaker treacheries reinforced this clan's belief in presenting a united front, but the steady growth that resulted from the Star Adder's unity provoked jealousy in the other clans. Perceived as a threat, they came under attack, most notably by Clan Mongoose. The attacks led to an escalating feud that hit infrastructure as well as the clan military. In a foreshadowing of the situation between the Adders, Baroques and Blood Spirits in 3059, the Adders supported moves calling for the absorption of Clan Mongoose, and were outraged when the right of absorption went to Clan Smoke Jaguar. As the Blood Spirits would do centuries hence, the Adders launched preemptive assaults to regain lost territory. Adder successes sparked enmity with the Jaguars, who regarded the lost assets as theirs. The Adders sought to strengthen their position by entering into a pact with Clan Baroque. Like the Nova Cats and Diamond Sharks, they took part in futures speculation during the Golden Century, underwriting and supporting Baroque exploration in exchange for a share of the profits, which proved extremely lucrative. When the clans split into Warden and Crusader camps over the question of invading the Inner Sphere, the Adders stood solidly in the Crusader camp. Their belief in cooperation with other clans made them stand out from the other Crusaders, but vast numbers of them favoured a swift return to the Inner Sphere. However, they held themselves aloof from the petty squabbles of the two competing philosophies, preferring to focus on preparing for the invasion. Their decision to bid conservatively in the invasion trials stemmed from their recognition that the fighting would be bloody. Eventually they reasoned that the invading clans would need to call for additional support, and the Adders would get their chance. In the meantime, they set about making themselves the dominant clan space power. In 3058, the Adders discovered that their erstwhile allies in Clan Baroque had maintained links with the Dark Caste. They brought the matter before the Grand Council, calling for the Baroque's absorption. As the clan responsible for bringing the matter to the Council's attention, they were granted the right to carry out the task. Dismayed at their own leader's perfidy, many Baroque units came over to the Star Adders after only token engagements, including many that didn't fight alongside the Adders when Clan Bloodspirit attempted to intervene in the absorption battles. Though the trial of absorption cost the Adders dearly, they suffered far fewer losses than the Bloodspirits, and the Baroque Isola allowed the Adders to rebuild quickly. In the Great Refusal on Strana Mechdi, the Adders were one of only 2 clans to defeat their Inner Sphere opponents, further enhancing the clan's prestige. However, the need to consolidate their Baroque holdings limited their gains in the trials of possession that followed. Society. Relationships between castes in Clan Star Adder stem from mutual understanding that allows the clan to present a truly unified front. The civilians know they need the warriors to prosper, and the warriors appreciate that without the civilians, their fighting abilities would be seriously impaired. The civilian castes have no say in government, but the warriors listen to and take note of their views. An individual known as the clan adjutant serves as the de facto leader of the civilian population and reports to the Khans, fostering a strong bond among the people. However, warriors still regard themselves as superior to civilians. They steadfastly avoid menial work, and assignments to aid civilian caste workers are a favourite form of punishment. The Adders see bondsmen as a way of enhancing their strength and accept them as part of the clan from the outset. Captured warriors who demonstrate fidelity to their new clan can expect adoption with little fuss. Like many clans, the Star Adders claim to dislike politics but are nonetheless adept at such manoeuvrings. They regard politics as a necessary evil, without which their clan would be at a major disadvantage. The Adders' internal politics are almost as complex as those of the Fire Mandrels or Snow Ravens, with loyalties first to the unit and the house, and then to the entire clan. However, though they jockey hard for position, no Star Adder will do anything that threatens the future of his or her clan. The Star Adders are notable for their attitude toward Nicholas and Alexander Kerensky. Unlike most of the others, the Adders regard them simply as superb leaders and warriors, rather than demigods. In this, the Adders are perhaps the most pragmatic clan, and therefore one of the most dangerous. Military. The Star Adder Toman follows the total force paradigm, with no service dominating. The clan's only weakness is its infantry, with notably small numbers of elementals and conventional troops. However, more and more elementals are being assigned to frontline units and naval vessels. The Adder Navy is the second strongest in the clans, having recently inherited several Baroque ships. The primary task of the surprisingly well-respected second-line units is to guard the clan's extensive assets. Heavy battle mechs form the mainstay of these units, but elementals, fighters, and even conventional infantry and vehicles are also common. The Adder's Kappa Galaxy is unique amongst the clans as a Op-4 unit, trained to fight using the doctrine and tactics of enemy units. Kappa warriors have carried out this task for 40 years, and over the past decade have demonstrated the quirks of inner-sphere-style combat to their fellows. The only real problem facing the Adder Toman is the integration of so many Baroque units. The Toman is still struggling to adapt, though the Abtaka warriors appear to fit well. Allies and enemies. The Star Adders have long sought neutrality toward the other clans, but their generally apolitical stance and alleged coddling of their civilians has earned them the disdain of many outsiders. The Blood Spirits' intervention in the absorption war against the Baroques, in addition to the losses the Spirits inflicted on the Adders, has turned them historical ambivalence toward the Blood Spirits into a bitter hatred. The Adders' once excellent relations with the Snow Ravens have cooled following the growth of the fleet, which the Ravens see as a threat to their naval superiority. The Adder naval adjutant himself, of Raven genetic stock, believes relations between the two will soon normalise, however. The Star Adder's closest allies are the Cloud Cobras. Since the absorption of the Baroques, the Adders have chosen to honour the Baroque Cobra contract to garrison the Tanite worlds, further strengthening relations between the two clans.